But yes, the truth is like these rules. The more you make, the more you spend typically. And the more you make, the more you're going to have to pay unless you find a way to shelter.
Well,
but
and by the way,
typically when you make more, you find ways to shelter it.
And if there are loopholes in shelters, which we know there are, there's tons of tax shelters out there. The IRS and the government allows for those. Unless you're doing something completely crooked, which I'm sure there's plenty of people that are finessing their books and records, but if there's loopholes, it's legal loopholes.
You also don't need to be a billionaire to get those loopholes. Like if you exceed the Roth number, there's loopholes. Even
the backdoor Roth IRA.
Exactly. Making 120K and still utilizing loopholes. And I will tell you, for the first time ever, I had to pay a tax bill. And on investing, it's a little different. It feels not as bad because it's free money, but it still sucks to have to pay away the money.
It does, but if it's true though, if you go to a backdoor Roth, you pay the taxes, and now you can have that money to go invest in other things where right, you have more options that maybe would be in your Roth under those like restrictions per se.
Well, and the thing is about a decade after the creation of the Roth, Congress made it even easier to turn the accounts into mammoth tax shelters. So it allowed everyone, including the very richest Americans, to take money they stowed in less favorable traditional retirement accounts, and after paying a one-time tax, shift them to a Roth where their money could grow unchecked by Uncle Sam. So it's basically, they say, the Bermuda-style tax haven right there here in the U.S., which is converting your IRA to Roth.
Yep, just like we were saying. So
which again is totally legal. The IRA to Roth conversion is actually this is my opinion, but like a smart thing to do eventually. If you don't have a huge tax consequence, then
not eventually, now.
Well, I mean, now, yeah, we could start. I mean, we personally could start doing
sooner the better.
That's the one thing that people don't have. Most Americans, their wealth is in their 401ks or their IRAs, and so they don't have the ability to have cash money available after tax. So at some point, we always like to say you want to build that up as you get older so that you can pull from that and let your other stuff continue to grow tax deferred. So, there's ways around it or ways to look at it, but that's, a lot of Americans don't have enough money to go pull from, so they need to create this. So like you said, there's options, ways to do it, but yeah, like you guys have just mentioned, you can do it if you want to.